Good morning everybody, welcome back. Coach Karl here, back for another great video for you today. Early in the morning, so my voice is a bit husky, that's why. Haven't had my cuppa yet. Okay, we've got some great things coming to the channel, so I just want to bring you today as a request from another one of the followers about footwork and defensive footwork. Now, I'm just going to jump straight in because I don't want to go on too long with this, alright? So basically, first of all, you've got to kind of understand the context of your situation. So, what do I mean? Well, there's so many different factors, so I'm going to have to split this up into two body parts, alright? So, let's focus on the feet first, the basic footwork first. So, context, alright? If I'm standing in front of someone, the last thing I want to do is just be standing here, my feet together like this, just stand here, straight line. If I get hit, I'm going to go over, all this type of stuff. It's not going to be good for us, all right? So we need to establish, first of all, getting your balance, all right? We've discussed this before in a previous video. If you notice here, in front, you'll see a bit of a line coming off the front of the mat there, all right? So if you see here, I've got my feet slightly staggered and I've got my knees bent. I haven't got my feet together here, you see, not close together. Yes, Coach Karl's got the snazzy red shorts on again, looking buff. Alright, so, but joking aside, okay, I'm not going to have my feet close together. Depending on my height, I'm going to have a slightly wider stance or a slightly narrower stance. If I'm a shorter fighter, my legs, just genetically, I'm not going to be that way. Okay, so I'm going to have my legs nice, quite closer together. But if I'm a tall fighter, I'm going to be nice and wide. Okay, a long rangey fighter wants to keep you at the end of the shot. Okay, shorter fighter wants to be inside throwing those body shots. Okay, so review on that, you're always going to have your legs apart, okay, slightly staggered apart, back foot just a bit off the floor, okay, the heel just a bit off the floor, and I'm going to be ready like a sprinter. We've discussed this before, okay, so I'm going to be, even if I'm just doing this, okay, because I don't want to go too much into the upper body right now. We'll cover that later on because there's different parts to that. I'll have to do a separate video, alright, so I'm going to be here with my legs, okay? So ignore my hands for now. Ignore the upper part for now, okay? So I'm going to be in here. So I'm always on my toe, on the balls of my feet. So I'm always ready to move, okay? So I can move quickly, okay? Bump, bump. I can be in. I can be out. Now that on its own is a defensive movements. Because if you think to yourself, okay, that I'm in this stance and I'm moving, all right, and I'm moving, someone's trying to hit me, look what's happening. I'm moving my feet, but if I move my feet, it moves my head. Okay, I don't even have to move my shoulders or my head or like anything else. I don't have to give it any of the head off the center line, because when I move my feet, my head goes with me. Okay? See that? I move my feet. So I tell boxers quite often, if you're not moving your head, you've got to be moving your feet. If you're not moving your feet, you've got to be moving your head. Okay? So there's context to that. Alright? So let me just show you, let me give you a couple of demonstrations, okay? If somebody, I'll give you a couple of different angles, alright? If somebody throws a jab to me, yes, I can slip, okay? Or yes, I can slip the shot, okay? But I can also use my feet. So without moving my head. So someone goes to jab, I just move, okay? Someone goes to jab me. Simple concept, isn't it? If I move my feet will move the rest of my body. Okay, out the way. Alright? So that's the first part. everything's unbalanced. Okay, everything has to be balanced. Your weight above your hips. Okay, the whole time straight up and down. Okay, so I can move on my toes. Okay, moving around. Okay, so I can be very fast there. All right. So the next part of that is, but I might be struggling. I'm struggling to stay on my toes. Okay, that's also, it's not all right, but it has its place. So there's two sections. Okay, you have your flat-footed, and then you have what we call in boxing plodding, or you have your on your toes, bouncing in and out, very agile. Okay, now if you're on your toes, okay, just as we discussed, you can move easily. You're agile. Okay, you're fast. You can be in and out. Okay, moving on, moving all around. You can give it all that. But there's one trade-off there. You lose power. So you'll get mobility. You'll be able to pop shots off fast. Pop, 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 pop. Okay? But you'll lose power. You'll not have power there at all. Okay? If you plant your feet, or you have your feet flat on the floor, okay, where your heel is not off the floor, okay, where you're flat, here you're going to gain balance, you're going to be steady, you'll be steady as a rock, and you're going to gain power. Because your feet are planted, you can really throw into them shots, you can commit to them shots, okay? There's a place for both. You can't just have one or the other. You need to have both. You need to learn to use both. Okay? So, because at the end of the day, you don't really want to be a fighter. Most of the time, if they're coming flat-footed all the time, they're easier to pick off. You don't, unless that's your two styles, your two very robust brawlers, and you want to come together and make that exciting fight, really like punching into each other, just stand there. But any fool can do that. You know what I mean? You want to be smart, you still want to be speaking in a couple of years' time, okay? You don't want to be punch drunk. So you've got to be smart, okay? So that guy comes in flat-footed, trying to throw big shots. You just want to be popping them off at the end of the jab all the time, okay? Bam, 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 bam. Keep them off on your toes, moving on. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah? That's the context of that. All right? So, if you're tired, which again comes back to defensive footwork, if you're tired, you don't want to be standing in front of somebody when they're throwing big bombs at you. They're just throwing and throwing and throwing at you. No. Okay? So, a good way to get into it, all right? Talking about that, defensive, again, all defensive context in your mind, okay? If I'm tired now, okay, I threw a lot of shots, I'm a bit tired, I want a little break, okay? You're not going to stand there right in front of them moving like this, okay? Potentially moving around like this, okay? What a lot of people do, which is wrong, is they come in a straight line, they go back, straight like that. See, if I come to this side of the video here, have my hand on, they go straight back. What's wrong with that, Coach Karl? Very simple. If someone's coming forward on you, throwing punches, and all you're doing is moving backwards and backwards, you end up against these ropes, and they're getting shots at you. Okay, they're throwing shots. So how are we going to get around that with footwork, Karl? How is this context for us, Coach Karl? Well, I'm going to show you. So somebody is coming in on me. I'm thinking in my head, which you always want to be thinking. Okay, a dangerous fighter is a thinking fighter. Okay, I'm coming backwards. I only want to take no more than 2-3 steps back, maximum. Okay, maximum. So if I'm here, I'm going to come back 1, 2, 3. So what I did there is I circled out. So if you think on this frame, I come back 1, 2, and I circle out. Okay, so I think I was circling out. Otherwise, I end up against the ropes and it's not a good day for me. Okay? Again, another side of that is, well, what do I do when I hit the ropes, Karl? Do I just shell up? Do I just stay there, take that punishment? No. But again, there's so many different variations of things that you can actually do, which I'll cover in a later video, but I'd need a partner with me, okay? Is if I find myself, if something's happened, and I've took 2 steps, and I feel the rope against the back of my leg, what I want to do straight away is I want to start thinking about shuffling side to side to try and get off the ropes. It's like when you're kids and you're playing bulldog. You try to get past them. You try to trick them to go one way and then come the other way. Same thing. And you can practice that with your partner in the ring. Get somebody coming forward on you, and you've got to shuffle your way as soon as you feel that contact of the rope on your back leg, which is presence of your environment. Okay? If I'm going back and I'm back and I'm back and I'm back, oh, I can feel that in my heel. Okay, I've got to move. Because you know that's your danger sign. You hit the wall then. Somebody's coming at you in the street, they hit you at the wall, you get in the wall, you've got nowhere to go. So you need to move. You can't just stay there, take shots. The referee steps in, had enough. That's in the amateurs, that happens all the time. Okay, you take more than a few shots. Oh, yeah, fighter safety, it is. Sometimes it's unjustified, but it is what it is. Okay? So let's just have a recap, all right? If you're going to drill this at home, okay, remember, either use a couple of bits of tape or something along those lines. Use them, okay? Keep nice and solid on your practice being on your toes, okay? If you're a larger guy, don't convince yourself that you can't do it, because you can do it. It's just you've got to give yourself practice and time. I'm currently 106 kilos right now, but I'll be training after this, and I'm going to get myself back down to a good spot, and I'm going to document that for you on the channel as well. Give you the pitfalls. I have mental health issues as well, but I want to share me whole experience with you. I'm going to give myself 12 months, and I'm going to kind of document that. Tell you what I'm using, what I'm not using, and so on and so on. But I'll cover that in another video. I'm off on a rant there. Okay, so let me get back to business. In here, straight there, nice. Okay, nice on the footwork. Practice someone throwing a jab at you. Someone throwing a jab, side step. And again, there's another little tip for you guys as well. Okay, I did this on a previous video for you. So if I'm here, okay, some people, they'll go like this. Never cross your feet and never come up where you bring yourself together like this, your feet together like this, you've got no balance, okay, from there. So I'm thinking, regardless if I'm moving forward, backwards, right or left, I'm thinking a full step forward with my front foot, a full step forward, and then a one back, okay, a half a one back. All right, so I'm getting a full one forward, half a one back, okay? So just here again, full, half. Doesn't matter what direction I'm going, full, half, full, half, full, half, full step, half a step. It's that simple. Build yourself like a little grid out of anything you like. It doesn't matter, use your imagination. Build it out of whatever you like, okay? Build yourself a grid on the floor so that you can track your feet in the correct place. All right? So, again, feet wide, okay? As wide as your frame allows you. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like Neo of the Matrix, giving it all this rubbish and all that. I want to keep nice and upright, okay? I don't want to lean forward, my weight and my leg. I want to be straight up and down, okay? Let your wheels here take you just like your car. You've got that big lump of an engine, you've got the body on the top, and you've got these little wheels, okay? They're what move the car. That's how the car moves, the wheels. So we're going to think about this, okay? We're going to keep our frame above the wheels, and the wheels is going to take us where we want to go. Okay? Just like that. Okay? Even when you're going to move, if you feel, oh, the weight's not quite right, I'm a bit off here, adjust. Become aware of your body. Become aware how it feels. Then you can be able to get balanced, and your movement can be much more improved if you're fully aware of how your body is actually feeling, rather than just doing it, rather than just throwing yourself into it and not really understanding and paying attention to actually how your body's feeling. Okay, even when you throw a shot, the same. If I throw a shot and I feel like if you look at it, I maybe feel like I'm off. Just adjust yourself till you're nice and steady. See that? And you see people do that a lot. The jab like this. See, I've got my hip twisted, my knees over this way. But if I just adjust my hips back, you see how everything lines up? Simple things like that in the mirror, little things like that, okay? They really help you out a lot. So, again, next section on there, if I'm flat-footed, I can come in, boom, 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 and throw these big bombs at you, okay? Bam, 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 bam. Turning your hips into it, my shoulders, getting there. But if I try to do that when I'm on my toes, I'm off balance. You can't really do it properly, okay? So everything has context. Balance, practice moving around, okay? So once you kind of establish yourself, like you've got those little bit of basics there, okay? Then footwork, staying light. You need to move. Now I suggest a nice, and doing it to a nice music, a nice beat, whatever that may be, nothing like too heavy. Salsa is a very good style of music for to do that too, okay? So if I'm round, I'm just it's nice and light. Yeah, just to the music. Just go to the music, relax to the music, relax yourself. Yeah, all this type of stuff gets a bit more advanced, but as you develop on, you can do that, okay? I hope that helps you out, guys. If you need anything more, just please ask. What actually a bit of bonus content, what you can do for a drill, when I was discussing about being against the ropes here, okay? So if I'm against the ropes, you can do this type of thing. What you can do is, if you've got a partner, you can get 2 cones, distance apart, okay? Put them apart. One stand face each other. So if I've got a partner on this side here, on the colour here, and on the grey and on the green, stand in front of each other for the round. One takes the lead, and you've got to try and keep up with each other. One tries to stay in front of the other one all the time. Okay, you can do that for 2 or 3 rounds, and I promise you on your toes, it's pretty taxing. It's really good. It's really good. Okay, guys, God bless. That's all for this video. If you need any more, please feel free again to ask. Thanks very much for the request, the topic of today's video. I appreciate you all spending time with Coach Karl. Be back again in the next video, which will be I'll cover defence for the top end. Okay, take care, stay safe. God bless. Peace out, Coach Karl.